Nearly 10 years had passed since Harry Potter had been left on the Dursleys' doorstep, and life at number 4, Privet Drive remained as it always had. The Dursleys continued to shower their son, Dudley, with affection and indulgence, while treating Harry as an unwelcome burden. Their home showed no trace of Harry's existence. The mantelpiece was lined with photographs of Dudley, at various stages of his pampered life, while Harry lived in the cupboard under the stairs, a dark, cramped space he shared with spiders. The story begins on Dudley's birthday. Harry is awakened abruptly by Aunt Petunia, who screeches at him to prepare breakfast. As he enters the kitchen, Harry notices the table piled high with Dudley's birthday presents, including extravagant items like a racing bike, a computer, and a second television. Despite the mountain of gifts, Dudley throws a tantrum upon realizing he has 2 fewer presents than the previous year. Aunt Petunia quickly reassures him by promising 2 additional gifts to make up for the perceived shortfall. Harry observes the scene silently, knowing he will receive nothing, as usual. The Dursleys' plans for the day take an unexpected turn when their neighbor, Mrs. Figg, who usually babysits Harry, calls to say she has broken her leg and cannot take him. After debating their options and rejecting the idea of leaving Harry alone or with another relative, the Dursleys reluctantly decide to bring him along to the zoo. Before they leave, Uncle Vernon warns Harry against any funny business, a vague accusation Harry often hears but does not fully understand. For Harry, the prospect of accompanying the Dursleys presents a rare chance to escape his dreary routine. At the zoo, Harry experiences what he considers one of the best mornings of his life. While Dudley and his friend Piers Polkiss enjoy large chocolate ice creams, Harry is given a cheap lemon ice pop, which he appreciates nonetheless. The group eventually makes their way to the reptile house, where Dudley and Piers are fascinated by a large boa constrictor. Dudley demands that the snake move, but it remains still, even ignoring Uncle Vernon's tapping on the glass. Frustrated, Dudley loses interest and moves on, leaving Harry alone in front of the enclosure. To Harry's amazement, the snake opens its eyes and seems to acknowledge him. Harry speaks to it softly, and the snake responds by gesturing toward a sign that explains it was bred in captivity and has never been to its native Brazil. Harry expresses sympathy for the snake's plight, feeling a rare connection with the creature. Their interaction is interrupted when Dudley and Piers return. Dudley shoves Harry aside to take his place at the glass, and suddenly, the glass enclosure vanishes. The boa constrictor slithers out, causing panic among the visitors. As it escapes, the snake hisses a parting message of gratitude to Harry, leaving him stunned. Meanwhile, Dudley and Piers exaggerate their encounter with the snake, claiming it nearly attacked them, while the reptile house, staff, and other visitors scramble in confusion. When the Dursleys return home, they are furious about the incident. Piers tells them Harry had been speaking to the snake, fueling Uncle Vernon's anger. As punishment, Harry is locked in his cupboard without food. Lying in the dark, Harry reflects on his life. He has lived with the Dursleys since infancy, after his parents died in what he was told was a car crash. Occasionally, Harry recalls a fleeting and puzzling memory of a green flash of light and a sharp pain on his forehead, which he assumes must be connected to the accident. He has no memories of his parents, and is forbidden from asking questions about them. Harry's life is marked by neglect, isolation, and bullying. At school, he is mocked for his ill-fitting clothes and broken glasses, and Dudley's gang ensures he has no friends. Adding to his troubles are the strange and unexplainable events that seem to happen around him. Once, Harry found himself on the roof of the school kitchen, though he had only been trying to jump behind trash cans to avoid Dudley and his gang. Another time, his hair inexplicably grew back overnight after Aunt Petunia had cut it short to humiliate him. These occurrences frighten the Dursleys, who punish Harry severely, though he has no explanation for them. Further deepening the mystery of Harry's life are the peculiar strangers he occasionally encounters. Once, a man in a violet top hat bowed to him on the street. On another occasion, a woman dressed in green waved at him from a bus. A bald man in a long purple coat even shook his hand. These strangers always vanish before Harry can speak to them, leaving him confused and wondering why they seem to recognize him. As Harry lies in his cupboard, hungry and alone, he dreams of escaping his miserable existence. Despite the Dursleys' mistreatment, Harry cannot shake the feeling that there might be something more to his life, though he has no idea what it could be.